Let me be the first to welcome you to our Selling with Instagram Story Systems. Hello team, I'm so happy to see you here. If you're here, then you know that Instagram stories are the place where you're meant to sell your offers. You're meant to create a deeper connection with your audience. And through this course, we're going to maximize that. We're going to help you make the most out of your Instagram stories so that you can start seeing results, not only from your feed, but also from this place right here, which often gets forgotten. So in this first class right here, I'm just going to be guiding you through what you're going to be seeing through this course and how to make the most from it. Then we're going to go on to our next class, which is all about the do's and don'ts of Instagram stories. I'm going to be bringing you the most common mistakes that I see people making on Instagram stories and how you can easily fix them. Then we're going to go on to our second class, which is all about selling through Instagram stories on a daily basis. These are daily strategies that you can use to sell more of your offers, whether they're services, products, or coaching. Finally, we're going to have a class which is all about sequences, how to structure your Instagram story sequences for sales. And I'm talking about sequences that you can use on a day-to-day basis, but also sequences that you're going to find yourself using through special occasions, for example, through launches, through maybe Black Friday, or different places where you're going to go a little bit heavier on the sales part. Finally, we're going to have a lecture with the 10 key Instagram hacks. I know, hacks that actually work. So I'm not teaching you hacks before we talk about strategy. We're going to talk strategy first, and then I'll give you some hacks to make your stories binge worthy. Then I'm going to present to you our Google Sheets document, which has loads of different sequences for you to use on a day-to-day basis, but also has individual strategies for you to use with examples of how to implement them in your strategy. That Google Sheet is super important, so please, please, please make sure you're using it. Finally, we're going to go on to our next module, which talks about Instagram story highlights. Team, don't neglect your highlights. It's like a once and done. You do it once and then it's done kind of deal. So make sure that you're putting the most into your highlights so you can take the most from them. And in that Instagram stories highlight module, I'm going to teach you how to do exactly that. And with all of that said, let's get started with our first class, which is going to show you what is and what isn't Instagram stories.